a comprehensive look at trends, fund profiles, and more in Exploring ETFs.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Exploring ETFs. I'm Neena Mishra, and today we are talking about GARP ETFs, GARP or growth at reasonable price. So these ETFs basically seek to invest in stocks with strong growth potential, which are still trading at attractive prices. So this is an investment strategy, sorry, which seeks to combine the best aspects of growth and value investing. So we know that growth investing focuses on companies which are demonstrating significant increases in revenue and earnings, and often higher future potential as well. And value investing targets companies whose stock prices are trading below their estimated intrinsic worth. So GARP combines both. And this is especially relevant in the current market scenario because many investors are concerned that after rallying for so many years, stocks valuations are stretched. So, probably looking for companies which have strong growth potential, but still trading at attractive valuation that makes a lot of sense. So, this strategy was actually popularized by Peter Lynch. He was the legendary manager of Fidelity Magellan Fund from 1977 to 1990. And during that 13-year period, the Magellan Fund delivered an average annual return of over 29%. And he was significantly outperforming the market. So that inspired many investors to adopt these GARP principles. Now, definitions can vary, and the two most popular ETFs that we are talking about, their definitions also vary. And that's why you will see there's a lot of difference in performance as well. So the first ETF I'm highlighting is by iShares, and the ticker symbol is GARP. So easy to remember, MSCI USA Quality GARP ETF. It has an expense ratio of 15 basis points, quite reasonably priced, and holds 135 stocks with favorable value quality characteristics and strong growth potential as well. Has 527 million in assets. Let's take a look at this ETF. So we can go to the quote page on Zacks.com. You can read our research report articles, and using the link, you can go to iShares webpage for this ETF. Now, before I talk about the portfolio and holdings, I wanted to show you how this ETF selects its holdings, how this methodology works. So this starts with the MSCI USA index, and then each stock is assigned a growth score, and growth score is on the basis of forward-looking growth rates, as also backward-looking historical growth rates, and then also current internal growth rates. And using all these, it arrives at a growth score, and then the stocks are ranked on the basis of best to worst growth scores. And then after that, it assigns the value scores. So value is on the basis of price to book, etc., and then quality. And it adjusts to give higher weight to relatively higher quality, cheaper, and smaller cap stocks. And after that, it arrives at a portfolio which looks like this. So currently, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple are the top holdings in this ETF. And then you see companies like KLA, Eli Lilly, Visa, Adobe, Tesla also. Looking at the sector exposure, 47% of the portfolio is currently in information technology sector, then consumer discretionary, financials, etc. This is not surprising because of its focused on forward-looking growth score as well. So these companies, they have a lot of growth potential going forward as well. Now, the second ETF that I'm highlighting, that is an older product, and this is by Invesco. Invesco S&P 500 GARP ETF, the ticker symbol is SPGP. And this holds 75 S&P 500 stocks, which are selected by growth, quality, and value. This is an expense ratio of 36 basis points, and this is larger, being older, about 2.8 billion in assets. So let's take a look at this ETF. So we can go to Invesco webpage for this ETF using the link on Zacks.com. And before I show you the portfolio, I wanted to again show you the methodology, how it arrives at its portfolio of 75 stocks. So this starts with the S&P 500 index, and then using the index, it arrives at a portfolio about 150 stocks with the highest growth rates. And for growth, it uses 3 years earnings per share growth and 3 years sales per share growth. And then it assigns value and quality ranks to these stocks, price to earnings, using price to earnings ratio, return on equity, and financial leverage ratio. So using all these metrics, it arrives at a portfolio of 75 GARP stocks. Now, this product shows this document shows that energy was the top highest weighted sector in the portfolio. But if I look at the current details, updated portfolio, so I see that consumer discretionary is the top sector in the portfolio, about 21%. And then you have industrials, information technology. So you see the difference in information technology. In the other product, IT was almost 50%. Here it is about 20%. Energy gets a higher weight in this portfolio. And the top holdings are NVIDIA, then Supermicro, Uber, Royal Caribbean, Delta Airlines, Arista Networks, etc. Now, because of these difference in methodology, there has been a lot of difference in the performance. So I looked at the performance from GARP ETF, the iShares products inception in January of 2020, because that is a slightly newer product. And I see that GARP ETF is up about 147% from January 2020 till date. So significant outperformance over the S&P 500 index, which is up about 100% during this period. And the Invesco product is up about 78%. Now, I should add that the iShares product had changed its index and as well as the ticker symbol last year. Earlier, it was LG and tracked a different the Russell US Large Cap Factors Growth Style Index. So I also looked at the performance over the past year, and you will see that the iShares product slightly outperformed the S&P 500 index, and the Invesco product had underperformed over the past year as well. And that trend continues this year as well. And because, as I mentioned, because of its higher focus on energy and lower weight to technology sectors. So that is why that is good. That is one of the main reasons behind the underperformance of the Invesco product. And this is the year-to-date performance. The iShares ETF is up about 7%, and the S&P 500 index is up a little less than 6%, and the Invesco product is up about 3% year-to-date. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out zax.com/promo for an interesting offer. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube video channel so that you do not miss anything. And I'll see you next week.